today. From SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, this is Madden NFL 21 on EA Sports. We'll see Justin Herbert and the LA Chargers taking on Justin Herbert and the LA Chargers.
It was once just an idea until breaking ground in November of 2016, and now here it is in all its glory. Spectacular SoFi Stadium here in metropolitan Los Angeles. Coming up, we've got what can only be described as a mirror image matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and themselves. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway in Southern California. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 13 yards on the game's opening play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Hunter Henry. 63 yards, and the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. No real hesitation from Anthony Lynn. They're going to go for two. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Looky here, a touchdown, a 2-point conversion, and now an onside kick. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover.
The onside kick is recovered by the Chargers.
So excellent starting field position here for the Chargers. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And it's interesting, isn't it? The psychology of a team coming onto the field down 8-0 instead of the normal 7, or sometimes when you're fortunate, just 6. 8-0 almost connotes a sense of urgency that really isn't there yet. It's too early in the game. Go down and score. Heck, kick the extra point and be down 1. Don't chase points too early. Just worry about scoring.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He'll find Williams on the slant. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And he's got it. And he caught it up. And picked up by the Chargers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Now Herbert following the turnover, buying time to his left. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Now he'll pull it down. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Well, that was something to behold there. You might expect runs like that from a kick returner or wide receiver, but that's your quarterback hitting top speed.
And normally when you see guys moving this fast, it might be a fly pattern from a receiver or a toss sweep from a tailback or something like that. This was designed as a passing play, and then he got out of the pocket, and he just took off, and he just kept gaining momentum with every step.
He'll fire this one deep for Eckler. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again. Herbert, he'll buy some time right. His throw incomplete. Casey Hayward, the Pro Bowler, there to knock it away.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it here. 1st down and much more for Henry. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, L.A. Hunter Henry with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
Let's go! Let's go! Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and now he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Long now will kick it away following the touchdown. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
At their own 39-yard line.
I got my coffee rolled out for you.
The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating.
And it's a fumble. And this is recovered by the Chargers.
Austin Eckler, the ball.
Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They'll get 34 yards there. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has 0 answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me change.
From the gun, Herbert toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Virgil Green is tied in the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 2nd down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another 1st down.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert taking it in. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Defensively, didn't seem like anybody had eyes on the quarterback, and he took advantage.
So you think that maybe we're seeing some pretty good instincts for a young guy? Because that's the thing you worry about coming out of college. You're used to getting away with just about anything you want to do. You're just superior. Here, he has to read it, figure it out, and know when it's time to go.
Michael Badgley on for the extra point. And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good. Well, not content with a first quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover.
The onside kick is recovered.
So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. Herbert on the option. He's going to run with it. Herbert has it knocked free and picked up by the Chargers.
Herbert on the keeper. Fumble on the play. Recovered by...
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at the 40. Following the fumble recovery, Herbert, he'll get this to Eckler. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And this is incomplete. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
4th down, and on is Ty Long to punt. And how about this, a fake? And this is caught, and the fake will work. He's going to have a 1st down. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a 1st down. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. That's into the hands of Eckler. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still,
No yardage.
Okay.
On the move to his left. He may try and run for this. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And his top speed, as computed by Next Gen Stats, not bad. He was pushing 20 miles an hour. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Justin Jones there on the stop.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half. Herbert has it knocked free and picked up by the Chargers. And now look at him go. Past the 20, 10, and he takes it back to the house. It's a fumble recovery and a Charger touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. Now, they had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that 2-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point? But after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for 2 and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That catch good for only a couple.
At the Chargers' 42-yard line.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Austin Eckler, the intended target. And that takes us from second to third down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. So on fourth down, here's Ty Long to punt for the Chargers. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. And returning to the field here, Hunter Henry. The Charger drive about to get going. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
And he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. But now it'll be third down. Third down. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
First down, Justin Herbert flushed out right. Now he's going to throw. It got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38.
I'm seeing a lot of hands on hips in that secondary, and I suspect a lot of mumbling under their breath as well because this defense has had no answer for the passing game here in the first half.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half.
Ty Long set to kick off.
The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. Certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Now Herbert gives this one to Kelly. And his first carry, he loses the football. And this is recovered by the Chargers.
Kelly, the ball carrier. Fumble on the play.
And they came out of the locker trailing. Not a good way to start this second half with their first drive.
Can't imagine that the discussion at halftime encompassed this at all. In fact, I'm sure they talked about, okay, kind of wipe the slate clean, start the second half, and let's go out and play the way we know that we can. That's not a great example of it.
They didn't envision that. Nasir Adderley making like his Hall of Fame cousin Herb as he gets a hand in to knock it away. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That good for 22 and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Gets past one man. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They'll try the air now with Herbert. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Virgil Green, 30 yards. And this Chargers offense continues to pour it on.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Yeah, 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles.
Time long set to kick off.
Long now will kick it away following the touchdown. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
And he loses the football a second time. And picked up by the Chargers. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Following the fumble recovery, Herbert. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top 2 options were not available on that throw, so he went the safe route. Worked out pretty well.
It was like you were in the pocket. How about you going through the progressions like that? With a lot
Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
The conversion is no good on the fake extra point.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Running on first down, Eckler. And oh my goodness, he loses it again. And picked up by the Chargers. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
This pass finds its way to Williams. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. Third quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Herbert forced out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now another timeout called for by the offense. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. A first throw here for the backup Taylor. Escaping the pressure right. And down. Inside the 15, shy of the 10.
This is it.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. He'll run it. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And this Charger offense is running away with this one.
Defensively by now, you know his ability. You know he has it in him to take off and run.
Oh, look at this. A flip. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Big extra point. Taiwan set to kick off.
And this will not work out. The Charger now a loose football. The ball comes out and picked up by the Chargers. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. On first down, it's Herbert. Steps away to his left. He'll try and run it. 20! And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Welcome to the NFL, baby.
It'll be first and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. From the gun, Herbert. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Virgil Green, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And this offense is running away with this one. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Badgley on for the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts. Not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
Herbert on first down now. And his throw is incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw again. Herbert. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They've become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to.
Williams loses the football, and this is recovered by the Chargers.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Come on, dog!
maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
On first down, Herbert. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Obviously, the score right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback, but hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead, but at the same time, got it done. It'll take a little bit of satisfaction away from that throw.
Long now will kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Rams ready to go on offense. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, you know, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on them.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Chris Harris speeds in for the sack on the quarter blitz. Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. From down near his goal line here, Herbert looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The 20. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, you know, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Welcome to the NFL, baby.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the post. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs.
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic. Faking it. I can understand you want to rub it in a little. You fake it when you snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy.
And a loose football. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On the ground, it's Eckler. Past the 20. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review.
Ty Long set to kick off.
Long now will kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today, coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
10 yards to go.
To throw on 3rd down. Herbert. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kaiser White. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this. Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number 1, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number 2, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
The onside kick is recovered by the Chargers.
Fresh off of 6 the other way, it's Herbert looking for his running back, and he's got him. And now a fumble. The ball's out and picked up by the Chargers.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. L.A. readies for its next possession. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. Oh, and now he bowls him over. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their...
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Touchdown, L.A.
He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
conversion is no good on the fake extra point.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
I was going to ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Right now, let's go, baby.
Throwing on first down. Herbert, he's going to let it fly. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing again. Herbert has it knocked free. But a Chargers player was able to fall on it, and they'll keep possession. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. Here's Ty Long now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.